Welcome to this week's bonus video where Archaludon, the more traditional build of Archaludon, without all of the hop junk, takes on Tyranitar from Journey Together. These are, of course, both post-rotation archetypes for the Journey Together format. We'll see how they do. This is a net deck for Tyranitar, and we'll see how this build of Archaludon does. But yeah, let's see how they do. Alrighty, let's get started. Heads or tails?
Tails or fails? Cool.
Tails is.
I'll pick first.
Okay.
I do not have a basic book.
Gotcha.
There's basic Pokemon in the stack, right?
Mm-hmm. I should put this one.
Alright. If you say so.
Mm-hmm. I do.
What do you mean, do? Ha ha! I got him.
It's not those.
You can take one for Mulligan.
Even from Logan.
Alright. Good luck. Draw. Put down for room. Nest stone. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay. So then. I'm gonna get Squawkabilly. I just saw you in here, bro. Don't pretend like you're not in there. Going back in. I'm going to Vessel.
For the viewers at home. Just saying.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is why you actually have to take a look at what your opponent is playing.
Yeah, that is the thing you have to do. You can't just place out there in this other board. It's almost like if it's Klefki named for a reason.
I can't even Iron Bundle it away because Iron Bundle's ability is locked out.
Isn't that great?
Isn't it? Oh, that's insane. Okay. Well, at least we got that misplay out of the way.
Mm. We want a little bit of that.
I'll attach an energy, and I will pass.
Oh, it's time for turn. We will, buddy puffin. To retreat. Pretend.
And under item. All right. Touch return. I know.
It's funny. I haven't my stuff about contemplating playing. I was like, nah. Let him have it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. What can't? There's not a lot I can do other than to hammer in to knock it out.
Evolve bench one. That's return. Percent. You're gonna draw 2. I draw.
This is shuffle down or shuffle fully in, right?
Shuffle full.
Okay. I get 2.
Get 2.
That'll be the exact 2 I need. It needs to
Probably.
be Rebel Room and a Metal Energy.
Good.
Okay, that's one of the 2.
Energy. Research.
You doing that, sir? Draw. Let's attach that activity. Move energy to one of your opponent.
That makes me get to choose where to go.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that today. Possibly future. Yeah, raging hammering. That's cheating. That's what you need.
Point, sir. Problem is, I don't think it actually gets me there. Still. That's part of the problem. Cool.
Rising.
Pricing, yeah. Can't you just be like Good Pokemon? I'm perfect. Right?
Sure. I'll let you get a water Pokemon.
Like Gyarados. Get a Pokemon and an item card. That'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I play it Ultra Ball. Discarding. Would do. It's popping.
Mm-hmm. Never heard.
Easy Ball.
Well, really? That's funny. Hammer in.
I move it.
Oh, you move it. I'm sorry.
I'm putting on
For a room.
That's not that right. That's Puffin.
Where's my Lost City? I miss Lost City already.
Can't get the goddamn card I need.
If you didn't use any older prints, you can play without yellow borders now.
In this set or in this series, yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's Scarlet Melody.
Six, seven.
You always get one and not the other.
Yeah.
Headbutt for 10.
Stop it. Ooh. Ultra Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I want Archaludon. See that?
I already know what the problem this deck has is
What are you feeling?
items not enough. It needs 2 items each turn, not one.
Rumbling Engine. Draw 5. Hey, there's a Archaludon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely.
This deck also has no engine, which is killing it. It's counting on being able to hide behind Badoo, which is just not enough.
Alloy build, and this allows me to attach from discard to any metal, right?
Yeah, to energy, to metal, to any metal Pokemon rather.
There's only one target there. Have not supported.
You're welcome to use any of those 3 researches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Research.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little annoying. That was alloy build. That already has it. That was moved over, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I think we're holding Metal Defender.
And Ultra Anybody Puffin. And Darkness Energy. You're lucky he finally comes out. You're down 2 prize cards and he finally comes out. It is way too hard to get him out. Run. Putting back. Tyranitar, Larvitar, and Darkness Energy.
Okay.
Because they'll be very useful. So Tyranitar, for those who are not familiar, has the Daunting Gaze ability, which says while this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. The attack here is Crackling Stomp, rather. 150 damage, discard the top 2 cards to your opponent's deck. Bit of a mill effect. I have yet to use a support turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
2. Stomp. Discarding number 1 and 2.
I don't appreciate that, sir. I needed those cards. All right, and I am under item block.
Right? You are under item block, yes.
Draw.
I mean, you're just gonna one-shot me back, and then I won't be able to get another Pokemon out fast enough to actually deal with you. I still get to take even for any prize cards. The prizes are awful too, which doesn't help.
I am.
I'll take it.
One. Two. Nope. Metal Defender. Or 220.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Job turn.
We have some updated.
Super run. Seen a couple cards before. Vessel. Let's return. Going to discard the basic Darkness Energy with Iris's Finance Spirit to draw 5. Evolve. Crackling Stomp for 150. If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, literally. Okay, viewers, that was literally my first 2 out of the prize cards.
Flip the script.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
A lot of buckets. That's an item. That's an item. That's an item. That's an item. I turn off that. Nothing would beat that much of a problem.
Target.
Clef key. Vessel.
Okay.
Referee.
So you're playing Vessel and Ultra Ball at the same time.
Yeah. The vessel and then Yeah, ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Touch return.
Mm-hmm.
The engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switcher. Use to 1, right? One of my bench.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Attack with motivate. Wait, damage on click.
Drop turn. Candy. Tyranitar. Just fighting spirit. Trying to debate whether I do this or this, but I think I just do this. Discarding INO. To draw 4.
Yeah, my build should select it. But
Maybe just retreat attack at this point.
Yeah.
So I had 2 rare candy, an Arvin, a Tyrant, prizes,
Ouch.
and a luxurious cape.
So that early candy, and then the fact, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, I was really struggling to get a pair of Tyranitar. Like this pair together was basically impossible to find because I can't Arvin for an item and a Pokemon. I can't Arvin for
Hey,
2 items.
Force Sealstone and bees are sorely
They're
missed.
gone, so there's no Force System to get there. And then Luxurious Cape was also gone, so I couldn't like try to protect the Tyranitar I did get out. So I couldn't even do that. Lana's Age was also locked up, so I couldn't try to recover energy or do that retreat. I mean, there's just too much. Monkey Door was useless. I don't think it's even worth it in this deck, honestly. Let's say what lists.
Cool.
Up first is Tyranitar. So as I said at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the video rather, this was one our net deck rather from a Japanese list, and honestly I think this list sucks ass. It's really aggressive, which is cool, except it has no way to actually support itself. It needs some sort of draw, whether that's Reverum or Dunsparce or something. I don't know what that's gonna be, but it needs drawing cards. The Badoo thing does not. You can't just hide behind Badoo. I'm sorry, that doesn't work. When a deck can hit you for 30, no big deal. It's just not enough. Like I'm not the best pilot in the world, but you have to draw cards. This a deck like this, you need to have a way to get a candy and a Tyranitar turn on the same turn, and the way you do that is you draw cards, and this deck does not draw cards. I just kind of hopes and prays that it top decks what it wants. Prizing to Rare Candy and Tyranitar definitely didn't help this deck, but at the same time, that wasn't the only reason the deck didn't really function. It's just too much. I did actually rather like Iris's Fighting Spirit. I thought that card was putting in a lot more than I originally would suspect it would. Reversal was good. Handheld Fan was kind of just useless. I think I'd rather had another Luxcape.
Did you have a Stadium Bun? No.
No Stadium. That's another thing I don't like either. I think I would have had a couple Artisan in here probably. Just something. There was a lot that I don't care for about this deck, frankly. I would probably just go back to the drawing board on this one.
If we go into a format where Jamming Tower is used a lot, yeah, a lot of tools kind of become useless because it's yeah.
And you did manage to get your Jamming Tower out, and I can't bump your Jamming Tower to clear it, so that makes that a problem. I don't think this is good at all.
I'll be honest with you though, like you had a rough start, like literally the not having the candies, and there's a couple of things about this deck that just simply set it down. Number one, not all decks have their basic Pokemon with a 30 damaging attack.
For 1 energy.
You know what I mean? For 1 energy, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's true, but at the same time, like...
If that Bidoof, if you had gotten more value out of that Bidoof than just being one-shotted anyway...
Imagine if I'd been able to put a Luxcape on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally anything would have helped.
And of course, the Jamming Tower, the fact that you don't have a Stadium Bump, that Jamming Tower, if the Handheld Fan had, in fact, continued to move my energy around, I would have been in trouble.
The thing is, you just drop Jamming Tower down, and then I'm done. The Handheld Fan becomes useless.
It just, this deck, not only did you have a rough start, but this deck had exactly what it needed to.
Even still, I think this deck needs work. Let's look at Duraludon, Archaludon. I always call it Duraludon because of the baby bit. Archaludon, how did you feel about that list?
It's
obviously you got reamed with item lock repeatedly, but
yeah, so
you still did manage to set up. So
yeah, and let's not talk about our Squawk and C's mishap.
I saw you do that. I was like, come on, let me see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you should always look at your opponent's field before playing cards.
Yes.
No, I literally, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even look at your field before I started just playing cards. So focused on the setup that I didn't realize that Klefki was staring me right in the face.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a funny haha.
But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I don't really feel like I ran into anything really big. But I will say, though, had you been able to essentially set up and knock out that one lone Archaludon a lot earlier, this would have, it would have been over for me. Because if you notice, once that was out, I was with a Squawk, a Reverum, and a Pheasant Dip.
Well, the thing is, once you knocked out my Tyranitar, it was really hard for me to get another one into play, and it was basically impossible for me to get one into play. I did manage it, but honestly, it felt way too late at that point.
Yeah, like I said, there was on my side of the field, everything was working fine. The item lock did hurt it, and there was...
It slowed you down some.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, because it worked, and then it literally stopped at 2 prizes from the finish line, and then it just, like, had to struggle to get that other...
But, I mean, at that point, I was also wobbling.
Yeah.
It was like the Pokemon movie where the Pokemon are just... The first Pokemon movie?
Yeah.
Where they're smacking each other in the face, and they're all exhausted, they don't want to do anything.
That's exactly
That's how that
next
both felt. Yeah, I don't know. Archaludon's going to do just fine. I think I need to go. I need to do my own. This is a constant problem I have with these lists. Every time I'm like, oh, that Japanese list looks good, and I try to use it. I'm like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Every single time.
And again, you're also thinking about like the mentality of a Japanese player that's more used to a 1-of than a best of 3 in the big competition.
The thing is, you would think in a best of 1, you'd want to go for hyper consistency. This did not feel hyper consistent. This felt like, let me high roll it. That's what it felt like.
They live dangerously, man.
They do live dangerously. Anyway, that is it from us for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this bonus video. A little best of 1 taste for you. We will see you guys on Saturday with Versus the World, actually.
Oh my
Versus
God,
the World
already?
coming up. Yeah, it'll be our first round of Versus the World. Anyway, we'll see you then.